Hello Hipregnancy audiences. Today I'm going to discuss food poisoning while pregnant. Stay with me till the end of this podcast so I can help you have a better pregnancy experience and give birth to a healthier baby. If you get food poisoning while pregnant, you will have some symptoms that should not be ignored, and you need to visit a doctor as soon as you can. Why do we say you need to visit the doctor fast? Because it is a severe case, a small child also involved. Some of the general food poisoning symptoms while pregnant that will be visible are stated below, such as: you will have an upset stomach. You will feel nausea. Diarrhea is expected in the case of food poisoning while pregnant. In some cases, you will even have a fever. And last but not least, abdominal cramps are also possible. There are many symptoms of food poisoning in pregnancy, but they can vary from person to person, and you may not have the same symptoms as someone else. The signs of food poisoning while pregnant can also differ depending on your consumption. It is better to visit the doctor when you feel you are not well. It is better to be safe than to be sorry. On the other hand, the type of food poisoning while pregnant can have other symptoms such as listeria. Listeria is considered to be happening in pregnant women 10 times more, as it is an infection. The symptoms will be visible within a week or even a month, and they will develop themselves. If you are affected with listeria, you will have fever, headaches, fatigue, and lastly, muscles pain. Salmonella symptoms. It has the potential to start between 6 hours to 6 days right after the pregnant woman has been exposed to food that has been contaminated. You will surely to experience symptoms such as pain in the stomach, diarrhea, nausea, and even vomiting in this case. Norovirus. Well, this virus is also starting from 12 to 48 hours in the pregnant woman's body once she has consumed contaminated food or even a drink. You will face symptoms such as nausea, vomiting, and even stomach cramps. What happens if you get food poisoning while pregnant? Food poisoning when pregnant is not a small issue, and it does have a lot of risks associated with it for you as well as your child. Food poisoning while pregnant can result in premature delivery, stillbirth, as well as loss of pregnancy. In some cases, there can even be death cases for the woman who carries the baby. In fetus development, there is a need for the woman to get a lot of nutrients. If women cannot maintain and keep food in their bodies during this period, then the fetus will not develop fully. Women with even slight symptoms of food poisoning while pregnant can pass the infection to their child during this period. It should be mentioned that in this case, the woman and the unborn child suffer. The child may face health issues and sometimes even be born with the issue of food poisoning. So, even if you have mild food poisoning while pregnant, you should take it seriously to prevent its possible dangers. Remedies for food poisoning while pregnant. If you are pregnant and suffering from food poisoning, it is more advisable to visit a doctor and get yourself fully checked since you and your child are both at high risk. But some cases can even be cured at home to help suit the situation. Here are some remedies for food poisoning while pregnant, including: you can start with your food. Start consuming boiled ice as well as mashed potato. This combination is always good in these cases. Saltine crackers, along with toast or applesauce, are a good option in these cases as well. As food poisoning can cause dehydration, drinking a lot of water is better to recover the lost fluid from your body. It is advisable to consume a lot of water as well as natural fruit juices. If you have sports drinks such as electrolytes and broths, they can also be a good option for food poisoning during pregnancy. To replacing the glucose in the body, you can even consume oral rehydration and salt. If you have ginger at home, you can consume it as it can ease the issues of vomiting and nausea. You can prepare ginger tea, as it will help you if you are experiencing vomiting and nausea. How can you prevent food poisoning during pregnancy? You can do certain things to avoid getting food poisoning while pregnant. Make sure you eat fresh and healthy food. It will be best if you avoid eating outside when pregnant. Ensure the food you consume is cooked properly, as it can help prevent you from getting food poisoning. While women are pregnant, special care should be given to them and their unborn children. And last but not least, it is always a priority to visit the doctor in these cases to be sure your child is not at risk. Thank you for listening to this podcast on Hipregnancy. I hope you enjoyed our deep dive into all the tips you can use to support a healthy pregnancy. If you have any ideas about the podcast, or there are any questions, share them with us via comment. Thanks again.